We'll send it over to Art now. He's got a look at our forecast.
All right, no way we go with this here. I want to take it back out, out to Storm Runner if we have it or no. We don't have it right now. Just want to take a double check on that. Okay, so we're holding on to this. We get into early scattered showers. We're going to show you the timing here, looking at this right now as we get into it. It's got some scattered showers along I-94. Late in the AM hours, we've had a few showers to maybe even some building up showers and storm activity. It continues to change a little bit as we go through it. We're also seeing as we go through the noon hour, we're holding on to at least some chances of showers and storms. If it does, it's like, as I mentioned before, it's like filling up a bucket that's about to burst. That's what's going to happen. By the time we get into the evening and night, going through the evening commute and finishing out by midnight, that's when the storms could really start to take precedent. We'll get into it from there. Let me show you what's happening here. We've got this big bulk of moisture that's up to the north. We've got this warming front that's trying to kick in and lift up into our area. We also have, again, this colder air that's coming out of the Rockies, and that's continuing to drive its way out of the Rockies and head our way, and that's going to bring the potential for more of that severe weather coming out. We also have that moisture coming up from the Gulf. It's all starting to form and work its way and cap right on top of us, and that's how it's going to play out. So for now, we get into it. We get into the storm activity that's coming up from the south. We get the storm activity that, I should say, the warmer activity that's coming in from the north, as well as high pressure is building down from Canada. We're also seeing this all start to come in fruition, and just kind of, that's our bullseye right here. That's where it's all coming toward. Now, whether it's going to happen or wipe it all out like yesterday, we saw a lot of colder air just kind of sift in from Canada, and it really knocked out the potential for what we were really expecting coming in for yesterday. However, we get into it here, we're going to be seeing a little bit closer. We get into that spot that's on Alaska, Eau Claire, we're seeing this wind still holding on. You look at the lamp right there, it's not much in the way of rainfall holding on. You can see it's pretty dry out there, but it showed that we were looking at some rainfall before on the radar. Holding on Menominee, it's pretty dry out there as well on the roads, and we're taking a look here going back to areas by Black River Falls and near Black River Falls, we'll call it that. Not much on the roadways as well as far as rain is concerned. So we get back into how this all looks. We go into it how, there's a little traffic going on. As we look through it here, this is going to zip on by the way. As we get into it, by the time we get into the evening hours, we're seeing more of that storm activity and continuing on all the way through the forecast area as that happens. And by the time we get in the midnight hour, it's done. I've got this going all the way till Tuesday, but we're pretty much done by the midnight hour with a little bit of light moisture up to the north by Ladysmith and north of that. And that's going to circulate around there until at least the 6 o'clock hour in the morning. We'll also see this get out of the way, getting into it for highs today. We're holding on to 60s and some 70s in the forecast with cloudy and breezy conditions, but we're going to be much warmer. Temperatures around 78 degrees for us, holding on to Eau Claire about 75. We'll also see other locations down to the south near 80 degrees in some effect here. As we carry over to how this all shapes up, you're going to see the rainfall that we're anticipating all the way to the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hour, about an inch of rainfall, inch and a half all the way by Ladysmith. Then we get all the way into at least how this all shapes up going into the midnight hour. We're seeing more of that rainfall down to the south is more limited. Potential for about a ½ an inch by Black River Falls, maybe a 1/10 of an inch or less as you go into Eau Claire. Finishing out with the next 8 days here, showing out how this all plays out for us. We're looking at the possibility of, again, the alert day today, a few showers possibly coming in the morning, like I just mentioned, up by Ladysmith. Then we get into Wednesday, a 20% chance with another batch of rainfall coming again for Thursday with a 50% chance on the mark. We'll have more about that in just a moment.